Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that... Gets his head on it! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Messi. Fermin. And this is Shevchenko.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Hazard. Vardiol pokes it out wide. They get a throw in. Still goalless at the moment. Back to the keeper it goes. Van Dijk. Senegal are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Could move up a gear here. Saka. This is promising. Wriggles his way through. Shot could be on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Neymar. Half an hour played now. Hakimi. Saka. And it's Hakimi. Pedri. Kvaratskhelia. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Saka gets into a good position. In by Saka. Kubo. Great vision. And that's great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Camavinga. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed.
So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. Down to business again.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Hakimi. Rice. And here's Lewandowski. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looks to the other side. And it's Messi. And this is Shevchenko. Out of play for a goal kick. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Showing great feet there. Lewandowski gets on his bike and on the move. Plays a sharp little ball here. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And this is Lewandowski. Ødegaard. Now it's Saka, driving through the middle. Messi. Neymar. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. João Cancelo. Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. Lewandowski is onto it. He's had a shot! And no mistake. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
Decent chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitution.
Probing pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's tidy. Backward it goes. Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Can he get it through?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Shevchenko. Strokes it back. Now there's a fine ball. Pedri. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Hakimi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is
Security staff
very
for
little
each
room
block.
for argument.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think the result was perfect evidence, Peter, that showed all departments of the team were working really well. You just can't complain with a scoreline like this.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.